Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, double honors to your apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, rule well, and Shalom to all the brothers doing work concerning truth. Got this article on the Jerusalem Post. It says, this Israeli tech ensures you keep your distance, prevents mass quarantine. Okay. Although life in Israel seems to be returning to normal after a year of lockdowns, different variants of the sea are emerging worldwide, with resistance to vaccines, which could see lockdowns return, threatening to hinder the progress already made. The Canario Pro is a new device that aims to prevent the return to a full lockdown and the need to send entire offices into quarantine. The device, created by Israeli company Canario, whose expertise lies in monitoring air quality, uses Bluetooth technology to scan its environment every few seconds and detect other Canario Pro devices, small enough to be attached to clothing or a lapel and needing to be charged just once every 3 months. The machine buzzes to inform the wearer that they are within 2 meters of someone to ensure social distancing. Now this shit just sounds fucking dystopian as all hell, man. I don't know, like, this is the thing, is people are being fucking trotted into, Esau's New World Order. The plans of these elites is, stripping away the resistance in the minds and, the rights and, maneuverability of rights and maneuverability of people in this in this system, in this present system. And that's what you're seeing. Because I'm like, thing is these things are it's already been an issue from when smartphones were a thing. Like tracking your location, tracking your data, people being able to keep an eye on you. But there was alternatives like utilizing Facebook, even with like, okay, so there's apps where you can upload a photo or whatever, or your location, attach your location whenever you interact with something or do something at a certain time or place. Like you might post something like, oh, I'm at X. Those things are there. But then even now, just with even my phone, I got a Samsung. When you take pictures, unless you turn the setting off, it will record in the picture the data of where and when you took it. So it's just like those kinds of things are just being embedded into everything and just being normalized, basically. Like knowing where people are, what they're doing, these different kinds of things. So it's people are being worn out, and that's the thing, is they've had like a year of lockdowns. People are destroyed, man. People's minds have been destroyed. Being able to go to the pub and get smashed. That's the only relief that they've had. So that's why it's like, well, in the UK, that's the culture. Just going out and getting smashed. So that's how things like this, which normally you look at and just be like, what the fuck is going on? You can have a fucking machine that you're meant to carry around with you everywhere you go, and it goes beep beep beep. No, you're too close. Like that shit is straight from a dystopian nightmare. But now it's something that can be pushed out, and people will cheer it because why? They can go to McDonald's, or they can go to restaurants, concerts, you know, art galleries, and all these different things. Because why? That's without that, what even is life in Babylon? And really, is that is this place is such a fucking mess. You know, the only pleasure people find in it is what is just bread and circuits that's thrown out by Esau, man. The If you consider that, you know, originally what the earth is meant to be, Eden, a paradise. You know, just being out here is meant to be enough. But what is this? You know, is all this on offer is madness. And everything is out of course. So it's just like, yo, people don't even know what, you know, enjoyment, satisfaction, life, and living are. These things have been forgotten. All they know now is slaving for Esau. Jesus Christ. Wait, it says, and if two people are in close proximity for longer than 15 minutes, all data is sent to a secure cloud base. Like, I don't know what? So, you, like, that's wild. That's wild. So, bruv, you could have a £5,000 fine forwarded to your fucking house. You know, you just get the letter in the post 3 weeks later about, oh yeah, you man was standing next to each other for like 50. This shit could malfunction, and then you ain't even been out for the last 3. You ain't even you've been injured. Your leg got broken. You've been in bed, and then these men are saying like, oh yeah, you know, actually you were in the vicinity, you were in your house, and your thing was reacting to some guy that was outside, you know, standing on the street waiting for a bus. It says, oh, you guys were within range of each other for 15 minutes. So, yeah, sorry. It's bang, you're fined. You know, it goes into the cloud base. And then they'll review and be like, no, definitely, yeah, you're fined. This, you know, this is insanity. But it's, you know, it's going to pass. People are going to say this is reasonable. In essence, Canario Pro is perfect for the situation at the moment with the pandemic, said CEO. Well, of course, a fucking CEO is going to say that. Dr. Dovik Barke is a device that knows how to carry out epidemiological investigations through proximity scanning. All necessary data, such as device number, distance, date, and time, is stored in a private cloud system, so that if one employee or guest of a business tests positive for C, it's possible to check with whom they have met and for how long, and who needs to go into quarantine, saving the prospect of sending entire workforces into isolation. Funny, it's this kind of intimate detail on what people are doing. You know, this is the kind of shit that has been, well, kind of pushed out as a possibility in like Black Mirror and whatnot, and other dystopian kind of movies, looking at how fucked up these societies can get. You know, if you allow Esau to just limitlessly indulge into whatever madness he wants to pursue. Because it's, yeah. Just tracking where you were, tracking who you meant, where you've been for X amount of days. It's wild still. It's wild. And these are the things that elites want. These elites are basically looking to do what? Ezekiel 28, where they're trying to be like the Most High and just have everyone on lock. Everyone in, underneath them having to follow orders, but that's, it's in vain. It's Esau Edom, man. We're talking about. He's not meant for such things. The concept could also be helpful in maintaining businesses that deal with the public during an uncertain time. Restaurants and shops, for example, have scores of visitors throughout the day. Each visitor could receive a Canario Pro device that collects low. Man said you ain't even gonna have just if you go somewhere, just okay, yeah, click the thing, these things just can easily be substituted with the mark when that becomes part of that solution, because they have it there where they've got they had it introduced where it's like, oh, you get this strip under your skin and blah blah blah, and it will regulate and and you don't have to worry about C19. But that's why it's like with these things, it's you can see there's myriad ways by which Esau can get this thing in, man. Okay. The Canario Pro has already received approval from both the Health and Justice Ministries for its privacy devices. Successful pilots have been carried out in Israel and more are planned for the US. The WHO estimates C will be here until at least 2025, says Bard Gay. At the moment in Israel, everything is calm, but throughout the world, in India, for example, and across Europe, it's still bad. One device practically allows you to carry on as normal during the sea. Yeah, and that's really the aspect people are going to be looking for and justifying things by. Being able to go back to normal and just continue with life as is. But, that's a myth anyway. Because, you sup with Esau. This guy ain't gonna be moving with your interests at heart. He's thinking about his plans, what he needs to execute, and then what time for. But yeah, just show it's all the solutions for, this thing going around seem to be technology related, technology adjacent, and that's these things are leading to what? Just the mark. Because that wraps up all the solutions needed for, this situation. They can just say, oh, well, you get this, and it tracks you, and blah, 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 and it administers this, and then you blah, blah, blah. All these technological solutions as well get people comfortable, and then when you got, Neuralink and whatnot being thrown in the mix, then it'll be like, okay, so there's more going on. But yeah, just a quick one. Shalom. Shalom.